great morning, great day, because you know what? I don't know what time this is going to reach whomever it reaches, but hey, I'm up this morning, headed to work. It has been a long, busy season, but I have made it to the finish line of this portion of the year. And I am grateful. It has been quite the ride. There was so much going on, and such is life. I think that and I think a lot of people can resonate with what I'm about to say. I think if you're the kind of person who has had lots of downs in your life, once you get to a point where you have ups, you don't ever want to have a down because you're tired. In essence, you keep going and you do what you have to do in a day, every day, no matter what happens, right? You're always surmounting. However, sometimes you just wake up and you are not in the god dang on mood for nothing negative. I mean, if you're somebody who your entire childhood, Lord God mercy, can I talk this morning? Can I talk? I can. But if you're someone who has literally had a traumatic childhood, I mean traumatic, when you become an adult, after you finally realize that you are in a safe space and that you're okay, and you start doing the work and you start processing and you start analyzing and internalizing, and basically all I'm saying is healing, then anytime anything else comes along as you continue to grow and heal, you're like, wait a minute, what? Because you're like, you just feel like, I'm going to say this, you feel like you're old goodness for the rest of your life, and you are. What happens is you basically master the ills and the negativity that comes up, right? You get to a point where when something does happen, you know how to better navigate it, and so that it doesn't hurt as bad and it's not as traumatic as it could be. That's what happens, right? So this life is all about balance, and so you're always gonna have the good with the bad, because that's balance, right? And let me say this, okay, to even the playing field, because I just said if you're someone who your entire childhood was traumatic, two things. One, for the most part, when something happens to us in our lives, or if something is a theme, we're either going to remember all of the bad things because it felt like that's what was more prevalent, or we're going to remember all the good things to cover up and overshadow the negativity. Right? We have a choice. We pick and choose. But for us sensitive beings, we usually pick and harp on the negativity, the trauma. And so what happens is throughout the rest of your life, once you begin healing on all that good fun stuff, lots of great things come into your life, and you begin to experience goodness, right? The balance does come. And so I don't want to make it seem like the childhood never had good spots in it. It did. It's just unfortunately you just didn't get to, you don't hold those memories. But I'm going to tell you this, in my experience, I have begun to remember the good times. I asked for that. I literally prayed to my spirit team, and I'm starting to have good memories. I used to only remember bad stuff. I would sit and listen to other people talk about their good childhood memories, and I'd be like, wow. I'd just be sitting there enamored, like all ears. Like, I didn't have none of that. I did. And that's when you know you're healing. When you no longer harp on just the negativity, you calm down enough within to remember. And I asked to remember, and I do now, and I'm like, oh, okay. I do have good memories. My mom and my dad did love me. I used to think they didn't, because I had some experiences, okay? That's just what it was. And on top of that, let me catch myself. I was about to say something. I have in the past been a very stubborn person, right? Or I should say, I have stubborn tendencies sometimes. So you have to be very careful with how you speak over yourself. Let me say this. Let me say it. Let me finalize it. I know how to be stubborn, right? And so when I have a thought in my mind about something, that's what it is. But let me go on and digress. Get back on topic. This week is going to be spectacular, phenomenal. And no matter what point in time you reach this message, the 7 days following this message are going to be phenomenal, spectacular, great for you. It is my hope, my wish, and my desire that benevolence reaches you, just as it reaches myself, that you are covered, kept, and protected in all of your ways, if it is the Lord's will, right? None of us can pray over other people, or we shouldn't. We think that we should, but I always say if it be the Lord's will, because people have free will. And heck, guess what? I can't manipulate somebody else's life. People gonna do what they want to do, and they have that right, no matter what it is. So that is my prayer. That is my if you accept it, because you certainly don't have to. But I'm on my way. And I pray that you are on your way. And I pray that you have the day that you absolutely deserve, right? And I say that with benevolence. However, between you and the Lord, you know what that's going to be. Woo! I said a lot. I don't know if it made sense or not. But anyway, I'm sure there was some pieces up in there. Because as with any message, you should always chew the meat and spit out the bones. Okay? Love you much.